Hi.
Hi.
You have been, we just finished the General Assembly here.
Yes.
On October, what's today, the 7th?
8th. Wait,
Today's,
7th?
I think it's the 7th.
I've lost track.
Yeah, I don't know. That's these guys. These guys know? Today the 7th or the 8th? No answer. I think today's the 7th. Anyways, we just finished the General Assembly, and I just witnessed you do a tremendous job of, some would say herding cats. That's well, you can take another. That's well deserved.
Well, did a better job yesterday, I would say. Too many cooks in the kitchen. But,
it was, yeah, there was a lot going on. How many people were participating in that meeting?
Just tonight?
Yeah, right. Untrained, best guess.
Oh, you mean facilitators?
No, I mean how many people were standing there as a part of the meeting?
Standing as part of the meeting. I would estimate that at first it was about 250 people.
250. So I'm going to pan over to where we were all standing. All right, so here's
this was all
let's
filled
see.
up.
So here's kind of the stage where the facilitators stood, and this was filled with.
Standing up here.
Yep.
Everybody else in the crowd.
Yeah.
One
cool.
problem has been that using the people's mic.
Yeah. So hang on. What's the? Let me get a few basics first. So you were one of 3 or 4 facilitators trying to work through an agenda. There was a formal agenda, right?
Yeah.
And about how long did the meeting take?
2 hours.
Yeah. How did it go in your opinion? Yeah. It's kind of a work in progress, right?
In progress.
Yeah. Again, you did a tremendous job.
Thanks.
What's your name?
My name's Devin.
Devin. Yeah, Devin. I'm going to ask you your last name and how old you are, but you don't have to answer.
Can I just say M?
You are. Devin is.
Devin M. I'm 23.
Devin M. is 23. Are you a student? Do you live in Seattle?
I am a dropout.
A college dropout?
College dropout.
So is Steve Jobs?
Too
Sorry?
expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is quite expensive.
Really
yeah.
bad education,
Where were you going to college?
I was going to Humboldt State University, and then I had to...
Humboldt State.
Humboldt State University.
Awesome. I was born in Eureka. That's awesome.
I loved Humboldt State University, but I had to leave because they cut my major.
Yeah. What was your major?
I was designing a major.
Ah, cool.
So they got rid of that, and so then I just hung out for a year, and then I transferred to UW, assuming that it would be good.
Yeah.
And it was terrible.
Terrible.
So then I dropped out.
That sounds like a whole other topic that would probably piss off a lot of people in Seattle if we explored. But for another day.
Undergraduate, I was very dissatisfied. I'm in the process of finding another school, but I have to get financial aid, and it's just too expensive. But I have lots to do here.
So what do you do? What do you do in the meantime? What do you do day to day?
Right now, I'm throwing all of my weight into helping organize this movement and making it more democratic and involving as many voices as possible and doing consistent outreach.
Cool. So the way you were working as a facilitator, is that something you've had some training in? It seemed like you were very intentional about some of the techniques, or is that something you kind of picked up here in the last few days?
Well, in the last few days, we've come up with a system that we use, but I've personally had 2 years worth experience in public speaking.
Cool.
So
cool.
And I think I've had a lifetime experience in listening to other people, so I think that helps.
Yeah.
As far as
it seems like there is really a system that's evolving, and it seems like maybe it's not all of it's invented. There is kind of a science of science of organizing.
Well, we're basing how we've been operating off of what's been going on at Occupy Wall Street itself.
Yeah.
And so there is a process group for people to make amendments to how we do this.
Yeah.
And there are lots of ideas that are not being implemented right now that we could implement.
Procedure-wise.
Yeah. Procedure-wise, how to do this better.
Yeah.
We're taking submissions for suggestions online and in person.
Online where?
We're making a suggestion box as we speak. The Internet and Communications team is setting up the website in order to do that.
Is that not a part of the website that's there now?
Not yet, no. You can submit demands on the website, but there's not a general suggestion box.
Great.
So we're developing that now, and hopefully that'll make things a little easier as far as consolidating people's ideas for how to do this. And that's the thing. We have a lot of untapped brain power at this moment at these general assemblies.
There was an attorney who spoke. It seemed like there was someone who's a bona fide attorney and talking about having a CPA on our team.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
So we're getting just an amazing outpouring of support from the community. As far as donations, as far as food, as far as supplies, and we need a way to really organize.
What forms does that come when it comes in? What forms does that look like? Is it people walking up with fistfuls of cash saying, "Here, you lovely, beautiful young person, take it"?
Not
Is it people coming with bags of groceries? What does that look like?
Mostly it's groceries, mostly it's supplies.
Literally just coming with bags of groceries?
Yeah, just truckloads of supplies.
Wow.
We've we've been sending out continuous requests for certain things online, and just the response has been amazing. Some people have been bringing cash, and there's a fundraising tent that's been going to consistently, so that we can keep track of it. But we're getting so much that we do need to plan of what we're going to do with it.
Awesome, awesome. And tempted to go down that road and ask about that, but I want to step back to big picture. You know, and this is you can editorialize here. What is in your heart of hearts? What is this movement about? Where's it going? And if this goes better than your wildest dreams in 6 months or 2 years, how have we changed the world, or what have we done with this?
Well, I'm hesitant to set a timeline.
Yeah.
I feel like
I just wanted to invite you to dream.
Revolution comes in cycles, and right now we are at the point where, as a society, everybody recognizes that what we've got going has failed. There is a corrupt...
What's what we've got going?
As far as how we organize ourselves as a human race.
Yes.
As a community of persons.
So like the whole architecture of human society.
The whole architecture of human society. People are divided. People are politically silenced. And this isn't anything new, but now it's affecting so many people that everybody's starting to really come together on a united front. And that's exactly what excites me so much about the Occupy.
United, like worldwide.
A united front to end the system of oppression. Whatever people think that is, that's up for discussion, exactly what the problem is. But definitely what we do recognize is that our government has been corrupted by financial influence from a few people.
I think that's, would you agree that that's sort of one point of consensus that's coming out of this movement? That our government has gone beyond the control of the people.
Yes.
That our government is lock, stock, and barrel. Some people have been saying it for years, but many more people are saying it now.
Many more people are saying it now because it's become so blatantly obvious, because they just assume we're not going to do anything. People have been complacent in oppression for a long time. And I think that the people in charge have made an overreach, and it's a fatal one. They've
a fatal overreach.
Yes, they've made a fatal overreach, and now they are going to have to deal with the consequences. If you remember back to when we first bailed out AIG, the uproar from the public was staggering, and it scared the shit out of our politicians. I mean, they basically just had an entire session to come and say, oh, this is so wrong, but they never did anything. They only said, oh, this is so wrong, so that they could go on the record as saying that and just not get the public anger directed at them and let them fizzle out. And people have let it fizzle out. We have to survive. It's very distracting.
Well, day-to-day lives,
very distracting, having no job, having no money, but now it's been going on so long that if people have nothing to do, they might as well get organized, and that's what's happening here.
Awesome, awesome. If you could sum up in one sentence, either like what drives you in your heart of hearts, or what is your philosophy in a nutshell, and what's the one thing you would share with all 6 or 7 billion people on Earth right now? Here's your moment.
The one thing I would say is that you're all my family, and I am committed to making sure that we survive as a family, that we remember our community and restore peace, justice, and equality for all of our people, and not just the 1%.
Awesome. Devin, I have a complete and huge amount of respect and appreciation for what you're doing and the beautiful and artful and loving way that you're doing it.
And I for you.
Thank you so much, Devin.
Documentation is really important. If you have video like this, you can send it to an email at video.occupyseattle@gmail.com.
Awesome. Devin, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
One love. Bye-bye.
Bye.